Hi, my name's Don Lewthwaite. I'm a partner at FH&P Lawyers, and I practice mostly in the area of insurance law. I have two topics today: tenants insurance and travel medical insurance. Both policies are intended to protect your financial well-being and are products that I recommend. Dealing first with tenants insurance, it obviously is intended for rental accommodation. And generally speaking, it covers three things: contents, liability to others who are injured on the premises, and living expenses when you are forced out of your dwelling. Now, we've all seen television news reports of fires at rental apartments, and the poor folks that were living there find themselves out on the street, and frequently the commentator will mention that they didn't have insurance. Of course, what he was talking about is tenants insurance. And if those folks had tenants insurance, here's what would happen. Usually within a matter of hours after the event and making a claim, they would receive a check from the insurance company to get them over the initial hump of buying some clothing, buying some food, and locating some accommodation. Thereafter, they would likely be put up in a hotel at the insurance company's expense, and in due course, the value of all of their contents that were destroyed or damaged in the event would be paid for. Now, that's opposed to being broke and homeless, and it's for that reason that I recommend tenants insurance if you are a renter. And perhaps equally important, it's not expensive. It usually amounts to a few $100s rather than a few $1,000s. Next, travel medical insurance. If you fall sick or are injured outside of Canada, you will pay vast sums of money for medical treatment unless you have travel medical insurance. But, and this is important, travel medical insurance companies are not interested in insuring sick people. The insurance will cover accidents and unexpected medical emergencies. But if you have a pre-existing medical condition that flares up while you're on holidays, there's a chance that the medical expenses associated with that will not be covered. Let me explain. Let's say you have a heart condition that's controlled by medication. The travel insurance company will say, if that condition is stable for, say, 90 days before you leave the country and then flares up, we'll cover the medical expenses. But of course, that raises the question, what does stable mean? Well, that, as you might expect, depends on the policy. Both the definition of stability and the time frame during which you must be stable will vary from policy to policy. For that reason, you likely need a professional to assist you when you're purchasing travel medical insurance. Therefore, if you have that insurance and you have an accident while you're out of the country, or you are hospitalized because of a new or unexpected medical condition, you will be covered. And if you have a pre-existing medical condition that flares up that was stable within the definition of the policy before you left, that will be covered generally as well. But there's one other wrinkle, and maybe the best way I can explain it is to give you an example. Let's say You rent a condo down in Arizona for the winter, and you go and get travel insurance to cover you while you're down there. And during your stay, something unexpected medically comes up. Let's say some abdominal distress, and you're hospitalized for that. That hospitalization will be covered by the medical insurance that you took out. But after you're discharged, let's say you feel pretty good and you think, gee, I spent a lot of money to rent this condo for the winter. I don't think I'm going to go home. I think I'll just stay here and ride it out. And the abdominal distress comes back with a vengeance. And again, you're in the hospital. The travel insurance company will not pay for that second hospitalization. That would be considered by them to be a pre-existing condition that most definitely was not stable. Now, of course, the moral of the story is if you get sick and you're treated and you're discharged, come home. Now, it's been said that insurance contracts are just a bet, where you win if you lose, and you lose if you win. Traveling abroad without travel medical insurance exposes you to financial ruin. So go to a few brokers, protect your assets, and enjoy your trip. Thanks for watching.